Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are just having an absolute fantastic time here. Technology can kiss my ass.
Okay.
So first, it went in error. Now apparently Chewie was like, oh, it doesn't have enough disk space. And it's just like, fuck.
Well,
So yeah, we determined that I was wrong about Mondachi, so we're giving it an A.
wait, no, you
I changed my mind.
Okay. All right. So then we're giving it an A then? Okay. The ranks up to about an A plus area then.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, let's move on. Bookworm.
Okay. I watched a bit and I read the full first volume before it went to the Ascendance part of the Bookworm. So honestly, this was another interesting one, honestly.
I'm giving it an A plus.
This, I think, yeah, it's around like a B plus A minus for me.
The thing about this show is how well it tackles emotion.
Yeah.
The first season, the moment when there's a moment that stands out to me when the kid, her friend, pretty much calls out the fact that, wait, you're not the girl I know.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't you. Who are you? Right?
Straight up.
And like, again, that's another thing you don't see in isekai too much.
Not too often, no.
You just see the people like, oh, he was acting totally different than he usually is, but it's still him.
Yeah,
like you just see that type of attitude.
I think for this one, I can let the parents go, not noticing that because she's still kind of young, very young.
No, with the parents, they were happy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, our little girl's finally doing normal stuff. But then, of course, that all crashes down when they realize what her disease is. And that's, oh my Jesus Christ.
Yeah. This anime, or not, this isekai, I feel, gives another kind of stereotypical kind of break again into it.
And then season 2 starts focusing more on the church and their evil. And then season 3 is going to be even better. Because, yeah, there is actually a season 3 coming.
Yeah. I kind of enjoyed this one in the spec that, it was another main female character for isekai. Get going, another one. This one is, even if she started lowly, she doesn't, like, bust down and go OP on everybody. She
eventually gets there.
Okay. But it's more of a journey. It is a very big journey. And they actually don't time skip or shit like that if it was a journey or not. She's also technically not healthy or blessed with any like incredible skills or whatever. This is all...
Yeah, that mana disease is eating away at her.
Yeah, not only she's not healthy, but she also is just relying purely on on her previous world knowledge, really.
Also, the presentation is amazing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It doesn't do huge bits with like world building because the setting is very, very secluded, or not secluded, but like restricted for now. Because again,
they world build as it comes. Like last season, they introduced the church, high society.
Yeah, but it's not like it doesn't happen within a couple episodes, like Slime or something like that. Because this is it's a slower pace because her entire situation is more serious in effect because of disease, low-ranking family, or like a peasant family, pretty much in a sense. More secluded. The fact that she's also so she's just like a weak girl in a peasant family, basically lower class family. There's no way that she's going to be able to go out and meet a bazillion things unless that's the type of story it is. But it's not. So
I think we both agree. A.
Yeah, I guess it's just a regular A here. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to something that
just say it.
Ari Ferretta,
or otherwise known as
F.
Start at the bottom now here. Start at the bottom.
I hate this show. I hate this show so much. It is Like people want to blame Asereed for like its horrible animation and adaptation. And yes, Asereed deserve a hell of a lot of blame. Let's not forget that the plot is utter garbage at this point.
Plot stereotypes galore.
Like, okay, there's some entertaining moments. I do enjoy when some of the characters interact with each other. There's some like funny moments, but like when the animation is bad, the story is even worse. Like they tell the whole story is literally, oh, this guy fell down and he was left for dead, and because of that, he turned into this dark person who will kill his friends if he need to. Except he's totally whipped at the first girl he sees.
Pretty much. And then he gets whipped by another girl to be your father, basically.
And then he gets whipped by another girl, and then another girl, and it turns out, oh, he's just a normal isekai protagonist, just with white hair.
He's just a big simp. Big simp.
And it doesn't help that the animation is just
awful. It's like CGI plus regular is just like, why? And the CGI's not good. And it's like just abhors the fact that the regular artwork was mediocre. Now it just looks terrible. And the fact that you added CGI on top of it.
Yeah, that's the thing. CGI in like regular scenes can look good. Like look at Beastars. You never realize that some of the stuff is animated in 2D.
Yeah, or even Dragon Quest too. So like you don't see that much of a difference because the art style has changed with the CGI added to it.
But they just that first fight against that giant monster. Oh my god, it was the whole meme of we're being attacked by bad CG.
Oh, and the story is just so fucking terrible. I don't. I want to go lower. I want to go lower. F-.
Okay, F-, I'll agree. But no, here's the thing. I'm glad Spider exists because so I'm a spider, so what is kind of what this show wanted to be. Don't you think?
No, I don't. I don't think so at all. I think Alfredo was trying to be... Oh my god,
well,
something
they have,
else.
outside of the edgy protagonist, they have similar things. A whole class gets reincarnated into a fantasy world with some of them are like high society, some of them are looked-in heroes, some of them are just monsters, right?
Yeah, but this whole aspect of Alfredo was revenge, remember? It was revenge is the main aspect. Kumo, she's just thrown in there. She doesn't even know that the rest of her class is okay or not because she's isolated all by herself as a spider, as the lowest ranking thing to exist almost. She's barely...
How does Alfredo have a 6.5 on Mouse?
No, don't talk to me about this. F-, we're going to the next one. Dog Days.
Okay, well, you're going to be lucky when Alfredo somehow has a season 2.
No, Dog Days. We're talking about Dog Days.
Dog Days gets a solid B for me.
I actually didn't watch Dog Days, so...
Its 3 seasons are good. It's nothing out of... It's kind of like Konosuba. It's entertaining, but it's like, it's nothing we haven't seen before. Though I do like how the world is more happy with no death.
So...
It's a guilty pleasure of mine.
Like an opposite level of Overlord and all those other darker fantasy things.
Oh, it's definitely super light. Like, I love it, but, like, it's a solid B.
Okay, we'll just leave it as a B then. All
right, let's talk about one that is a little bit controversial. Gate. Hey, Ev.
I'll send you the money. You grab me unsweetened, non-chocolate oat milk.
My bad.
It's all good. It'll taste the same when I throw it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you the funds. Thank you.
No problem.
Should I have talked over that?
No, that's fine.
Gate. Okay. So this one's like okay,
to say the least, because a lot of people call it Japanese special defense porn.
Pretty much.
And it is.
I know people that enjoyed it too, and like maybe you'll put it a little bit higher on their rankings, but honestly, it is good. It is a decent a different type of look at isekais as well.
I think its story gets a lot of hate for no reason.
Story-wise,
like it tells a dark aspect. It is incredibly dark in season 2.
Oh no, yeah, it does get out there.
And like the logical thinking of the king of the enemy nation makes sense because he's never seen like Japan in person fight, right?
Yeah, but
so
I feel like this
hard
was.
For him to believe.
I feel like this got a little too political for me too quickly there. Like
I don't know.
Like okay. Not only are we glorifying the fact that the Japanese government and their JSDF is like, whoa, better than everybody else in the world, apparently. They're the only ones that have access to this resource, which is the other world. But they're also like, I don't know how to really say this. It almost feels like another...
Would you give up access to that when it's literally in your front door?
No, but like this is just okay, Marcel. This just feels like a fever dream made by the JSDF. I'm gonna say it right now. The fact that they can go into another world and be the only ones that feel like they're in a sense have a power fantasy going on here. I'm sorry, Marcel. This is how it feels like. No. I think it's a C plus here, my dude. I'm gonna give it B plus. I think the story is fine, like world building in this fantasy world, just like looking at the corruption and stuff like that. But the Japanese in general, the government and their forces are just like, it's glorified to fucking hell, man. Like that doesn't. The fact that they're the only ones that have a portal to that other world just makes it even worse at that point, that this is just a fucking fever dream of a JSDF commanding officer. Don't look at me in the face, Marcel, and tell me this is not a fucking fever. If Jabba's reincarnation is a fever dream of a manga otaku or something that wants to get reincarnated into another world because he's whatever, has regrets and stuff. This is a fucking fever dream of a JSDF commanding officer, superior officer, maybe even general or something, or whatever, leader of the JSDF. Because this fucking just blows the fuck out of everything. Like the Japanese forces. Like, come on, man. This is terrible in a sense.
All right, well, here's the question. Would you say the same thing if it was any different nation?
You know what? Yes, and
okay, good. Then that's a fine. Anyway, I say it's a B plus, mostly because of the characters. I really like the characters in this show.
Okay, yeah, the characters are fine. The characters are good.
They're a great watch, and they actually have a lot more depth than a lot of people give them credit for.
Yeah,
it's the only show where I was actually happy that an old man was marrying a little girl.
I'm not gonna touch that. That's another thing too I didn't really like about that. It's like literally everybody hooked up at the very end. I'm like, this isn't.
I mean, that last part was meant for comedy, though.
Yeah, and I'm looking at this.
That last part was meant for comedy. It's just like it was to make fun of that girl and that dude, and I thought it was pretty funny. But the Shelley story was in good taste.
Yeah. You know what? The story, the world building, again, characters were.
You just think it's JSDF porn.
I just literally think this is the worst, like, Japanese fever dream ever. It was like a country.
Okay, so you said a C plus, I said a B, so it's about a B minus.
Yeah.
So it's respectable, but it has its clear issues.
I'll say.
All right, moving on. Log Horizon.
Okay.
If you asked me just Log Horizon Season 1, I'd say it's an A+, maybe even close to S. If we're just talking Season 1.
Yeah.
Once you include Season 2, Log Horizon fucking plummets.
Yeah.
Season 2 is a tire fire after the first arc.
It got really interesting, because then they were trying to explore the aspect of, like, what was there, like, what could players do in a game world, basically. And
my biggest issue with Season 2 has to do with two things. One, I think the ending arc is far too rushed for how important it is. They literally decide, we're going to try and connect the real world to this world.
Yeah.
That should be like a holy shit moment, right?
Yeah.
But the second, and the thing that just pissed me off about the season, that kids arc in the middle that dominated like 50% of the season can go fly into the nearest sun. It was the most unnecessary thing I have ever seen.
I don't know.
Let's give another kids training arc. Well, didn't we already have that in season 1? Yeah, but let's do it where none of the adults are involved, and it's just the kids who all have the most degrading personalities ever. You know what's one of the best parts about Log Horizon season 3?
You don't have a kids arc?
We haven't seen much of the kids. The only kid that's shown up is Minori, and she's the only well-written one.
R.I.P.
Like, Tomoya is just the worst. I think Rudy and the girl that he's with most of the time ain't bad, but now that Rudy's story arc of, like, wanting to be an adventurer is over, I've kind of lost interest, if you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I see, yeah.
But yeah, no, so, like, if it's just Log Horizon season 1, it's easily one of the better ones, hands down. Once you include season 2, Log Horizon just falls to the point where I'm saying Log Horizon's a B.
You know what? Yeah, I was gonna say B- B+ area. Yeah.
Now, what I am gonna say is season 3 has started out incredibly strong, so maybe it can pull itself back up.
Let's just go B- for now. For overall.
Okay, B- sounds good. All right, My Life as a Villainess.
Is this the Otome game one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All routes lead to Doom.
A.
I'm gonna say S.
A+ for me.
I think this is the best isekai comedy of all time.
Okay.
I think the thing about this show was less to do about comedy. It's more to the fact the show made me cry.
Okay.
Because there are two special points of this show that relate back to her like her friend in her old world, right? When she's saying goodbye to her in that episode.
Yeah.
That was just, wait, this show's supposed to make me laugh my ass off. But then they reveal that her friend reincarnated as Sophie.
Yeah.
Like, that's just... You're supposed to be a comedy. Why are you doing this good of writing?
Was that good of writing?
I think it was great.
I thought that just made it... That just piqued my interest a little bit more, but I don't know if it was good writing. It just made me wonder...
I love it because we never see shit like that.
That just made me wonder, does that mean, like, there's more people that are reincarnated in this kind of...
But I think the part that really cinched me for it is when she was attacked by the villain at the end and out cold. Seeing... It was a great showcase of, like, how many people she's just affected in her life. Like, to me, that just was like, wow, that's just really nice.
Okay, I agree a lot of these aspects, and I kind of like I do like the Satome one because it's probably one of the first ones that are kind of walked into the Otome game kind of isekai subgenre, but like this isn't a super uncommon trope, I feel. At least for the isekais that are coming out like right alongside with it with the whole Otome game. So that's why I personally didn't think it was the most spectacular thing ever, because it's not one of the most I'm not gonna say it's not the most original, because Otome games definitely was an original aspect for sure, and it's probably one of those
originality. Nothing's original in anime anymore.
No, then you can also just argue for that for anything really, but I'm just saying that comparing it to most other Otome isekais that were coming out around the same time, or at least like very similar to that, or like, I don't know, there's like light novel ones too, but this was still a good anime nonetheless. Like,
so in the end, it's an A+.
Yeah. I just didn't see it as like every single thing was spectacular or incredible or like different.
No, I thought it was amazing comedy and shockingly
complex.
competent storytelling.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna do power move. I forgot one show.
You forgot one show?
Welcome to Demon School, Aroma Cone.
Oh,
that's pretty much Isekai.
Yeah, that is. Yes, that's an Isekai. Yeah,
I'm gonna need an A+.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it sounds about right. A for me. So
I think characters, storytelling, it's great. I love the presentation.
Oh yeah, very colorful. Actually, it was so colorful that one of my one of our friends here thought it was meant specifically for kids, so he didn't watch it.
Was his name Grant?
Yes.
God damn it, Grant.
He thought it was a kiddie show just based off the colors, so he just didn't watch it at all.
But yeah, no, freaking it's great. It's got a season 2 coming, just like Villainous.
Oh, I'm looking forward to season 2. For both of these shows, honestly.
If I remember, season 2 for Rumakun is going to be this spring,
Harvest Festival, I believe, and the music festival.
It's the one where he goes evil.
Oh yeah, they finally show off his actual evil side for one.
The more like I'm gonna get shit done side, as I like to say. But yeah, no, that's airing this spring along with Zombieland Saga, Woot,
Revenge,
and
I think the Harvest Festival and the music festival is in the season 2 here of Irumakun, which is also incredible, by the way, and Training Arc, I think, actually.
And My Life as a Villainess airs on summer.
Yeah, honestly, looking forward to that. Irumakun is an incredible show. The fact that
you were orgasming about it for a while.
No, it still is, honestly. It's just like right now, it's just on a very kind of weekly to sub-weekly kind of update, and I haven't forgotten it. I always read the chapters and stuff like that for this manga, but watching it was really good.
Let's move on to a guilty pleasure of ours.
Oh.
Knights and Magic.
Okay.
I am willing to accept Knights and Magic. It's truly not an S, but oh my god, I love it. I love it so much.
I can't give it lower than an A. Honestly. A minus maybe, but I can't go lower.
A minus or B plus because it's good. It is genuinely good.
I don't think it goes lower.
My only issue with this show is it really does not have a villain.
Well, I mean, I say this in the most nicest way. I feel like in that sense, they did better because of that.
No, it needed somebody to challenge him. And there just isn't that till the end when they introduce that scientist from the nation that's invading. But it's just like he's here for a couple seconds and he's gone.
Yeah, but like that's it, right? I get that the whole like leading up to that point was definitely
well, they needed to give him more reason to improve than just his curiosity is what I'm saying.
I see. You want an actual story-driven part where they like improves him even further than that?
Mm-hmm. I want to see him be pushed forward instead of his curiosity.
I see.
Let's move on because we got some.
What did we determine that one was like an A?
Yeah, an A, B plus.
I said A minus. Yeah, let's just go B plus there. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Grimgar.
This one where a bunch of people get transferred to another fantasy world where no video game logic exists, and it's just sad.
By saying this, Grimgar Fantasy Ash is visually stunning.
Oh yeah, visually stunning. Music is great. The animation wasn't bad either. It's just
what story?
It was just kind of slow and nothing. Slow and nothing, basically.
Chewie, nothing like nothing in Grimgar means anything. Because I think the thing that got me most about Grimgar is how I'm trying to think of the way. I'm trying to think of ways to say it. We're here to watch like a fan. We're here to
Masturbate?
It never feels like Grimgar Fantasy Ash ever steps forward from episode 1.
Ah, I see. Yeah.
Like the whole idea is that, we're trying to find out why we are here, right?
But they never really get to any part of that. They
never do anything. Add on to the fact that
because they're the worst of the worst, so they can't even, like, they're not even part of the guys that are advancing so far ahead that they can't actually investigate anything. Yeah, they're just nothing.
And then the show's just like, okay, we'll just kill off a character. Right? And I'm like, okay, this is going to push them forward, right? They just lost their best friend. He's dead. All right, so it has to push them forward, right? Nope.
No.
It doesn't at all.
They just find another female to cover up the waist there, and it's a 3-3, and yay. A girl for every boy. That's it.
Yeah. Nothing happens.
It's like a stagnant relationship. You ain't getting some, or are you getting anything else?
Like, I don't get how this show gets such a high rating every time I see it.
It's
because I'm watching it, and I'm just like, what actually happens in this show?
This is a really poor way of making a what's the word, comparison in a sense, but basically the first episode is like, you got a girlfriend, and then nothing happens.
Wow.
That's literally it.
It's like
just nothing happens.
It's like every time Grimgor is like, okay, we're going to step it up, right? We're going to move forward.
And then when the guy dies, like, the dad beats your girlfriend, you don't do anything. That's it, though. You can't argue with me in this one, Marcel. You're not invested enough in this, like, in this girl or something. She's not invested enough in you. So this, like, nothing happens. Oh my god. This is terrible. I'm giving this like a D. Oh.
I'm only giving it a C- just because the presentation is actually outstanding.
Okay, D+, then let's keep that at a C- area then.
Like, I don't understand how people think this show is like one of the best out there. I really don't.
I think it might just be overblowing music and art style and animation, really.
No, even the light novel's ranked high. Like, okay. The light novel has an 8.36.
I don't know. Maybe people are trying to be, what's the word? Precocious?
I don't know.
They see something in between the lines that, like, basically looking too much in between the lines to find something that they just find whatever, and they're like, oh, this is incredible because this has happened, but it's like, it doesn't actually exist, though. That little aspect you point out is just either mundane writing or just nothing. Like, it's either lazy as fuck or just bad writing. Like, what else are we supposed to do in this case? I don't know. I think it was just trying to be too edgy and mellow that everyone just loved it, because it was just touching on all these different aspects of how it wasn't a video game logic kind of isekai at the time. But yeah, C-. Next one, please.
It is Outbreak Company.
All right. Okay, so this one's the one where basically the real world is being able to connect to a fantasy world. Yeah,
pretty much, like, the government finds the fact that the fantasy world exists and they kind of want to use it as a trade.
It's almost a little bit like Gate, except like it actually happened type of thing.
Honestly, I feel this is more JSDF porn than anything.
Again? except without the action, pretty much.
Well, pretty much the whole thing ends up with like the guy trying to stop the Japanese government from being dicks. But I will say it's creative.
It is a creative way of looking at isekais for sure. It just felt like another branch off of Gate. If literally you put this right in with the Gate universe, you probably wouldn't.
Yeah. After the war ends, they go in and try to like
whitewash everything. Brainwash everyone, pretty much. Oh my god. Oh, that was pretty.
I do like the idea of like trying to teach them a new language. That's pretty cool.
This is basically like the what ifs afterwards kind of thing of Gate, and you know what? That's cool. Kudos for you guys for trying to explore that.
Yeah, I give it a C+. It isn't bad. It has some fun moments, but it's not truly. I wanted to include it because it's a guilty pleasure of mine. It's a good show. I like it a lot.
I feel like this entire team was just Rule 34 baiting everybody, to be quite honest. So, yeah, C+.
All right. Next up is Wise Man's Grandchild.
Ah, yes.
I'm going to be honest here with you,
motherfucker.
Chewie. S. Did you just have a stroke?
I'm leaving.
No. Like, if I had to rate it
Episode is over. Episode is over.
No, it isn't an actual S. If I had to rate it in like enjoyment, it's an S+, because I loved every moment of it. If I had to rank it as an actual show,
everything in general,
I'm gonna say B. I think Wise Man's Grandchild is one of those shows that A, it doesn't fall into the OP protagonist trap. The others are still useful. But B, it understands what it is. Like, it doesn't try to hide the fact that, we're just ridiculous show. So it's like, okay, well, let's be ridiculous. Right?
I feel like they were trying to
genuinely good comedy in it.
I feel like they were trying to include a story as well, though.
I wouldn't say they were trying. They wanted to have some sort of narrative so it isn't too dry.
Yeah.
But, like, when it was airing, it was one of my favorite shows to watch each week because it was so entertaining.
Okay, I'll give you that.
And like it wasn't an entertaining that dries up after a while. I was loving every second of it.
Compared to a lot of the isekais in this list, I'd say
some of them we're about mediocre. To get to some.
I'd say it's pretty mediocre. So yeah, B. I'd say B. Yeah, so B. Yeah.
All right. Next up is didn't I say to make my abilities average in my next slide?
I didn't watch this one.
I'm gonna say it's another solid B.
A lot of just mediocre ones, whatever.
No, I mean, it's kind of like Wise Man's Grandchild. Overpowered protagonist, everybody else is useful. Comedy's good, presentation's nice.
Above mediocre.
Yeah. Okay. So shall we get to something that can compete with Ari Feretta?
In another world with my smartphone.
This is one of the most insulting shows I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know how many stereotypical tropes we've got to put in here. Okay, first off, OPMC.
Check.
Harem, or budding harem. Pretty
Check.
Big harem, actually. Of a wide variety of girls harem.
How many wives does he have at the end?
Dude, he's like 6?
Let me check. I'm on the wiki.
Because there's the sisters.
All right, let's see.
Samurai
I got
girl.
it right here.
There's the Duke's daughter, or the King's daughter, I should say, not the Duke's daughter. King's daughter.
Oh my God.
Vampire witch lady.
Chewy.
I'm pretty sure it's like 6 or 7.
He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, so again, wide variety of huge harem.
Do I even want to? Okay, I'm gonna shoot myself, but while you're saying that, I'm gonna count how much children he has.
3, overpowered pets, or overpowered animals turned into cute, adorable pets. 4, Japanese. Very, yes, very. Male as well, actually, Japanese male, yeah. 5.
All right. Can I say how many children he has?
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has 1 son. He has 9 children. What the fuck is this show?
Meets royalty, has the chance to become royalty. Check. Is offered a huge title position in the kingdom that he's in, but decides not to do it. Check. Has land or whatever, house, servants, etc. Check. Yeah, you know what, Marcel? I'm just gonna. And he's like a big kudere, pretty much, almost in a sense. For a while.
He's his own king.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put down another F- right here.
You know how I called Mushu Tensei a fever dream because of like the whole polygamy thing? It does not even hold a candle to this.
There are a lot of isekais like this that are even worse, honestly. So fever dreams,
I'm just like
not even like
he has 9 wives.
I'm just F- right here.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. He has 9 wives.
Just gonna write that in there in blood.
One of toy. Oh my. How do you? I don't get it, Chewy. I do not get.
Keep going till I just scrape to my finger bone.
I still love how it literally states in the wiki, one of his 9 wives, because polygamy is a thing that needs to be in a fucking thing.
You know what? I'm just waiting for the girl to get 9 husbands.
She is Toya's 7th fiance, later to be ripe, and was the reason why the bride conference was created. Oh my god, I can't believe I just read that. Jesus Christ.
I'm just waiting for the female isekai to come in with the
fairy who is also Toya Mochizuki's wife.
I'm just waiting for the female isekai character to come in here with 9 husbandos, and that's fine, you know, whatever, it's fine. Polygamy is a sequel, stuff like that, you know, yeah. Okay, I've started to bleed dry from my finger. Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah, it's the last one, actually. How to not summon a demon lord. I think it's like a C++.
Yeah, it's another trope, or no, well, not really a common one, but like after Overlord with the whole demon lord, there was like a demon lord kind of bust up nut kind of thing going on with the isekai subgenres. It's like, hey, you want to be like a bad dude, but you're not really a bad dude. It's just like the watered down version of Overlord in a sense, all these other ones. So yeah, it was funny, I guess. Honestly, not so notable though. I didn't really have that many memories, basically. I guess it's not very memorable, I should say. So yeah, C+. C. So no. C minus. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair if I'm being honest.
Yeah. And then slaves. You know, another trope.
Oh yeah.
Another contract that started to come out there wasn't dealt very well.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Well, I think that's it for all the ones we wanted to really rank.
All right. Now to go through all the honorable mentions.
All right. So what we will call the ARPG lightning round. Chewy, start us off.
Digimon Adventure, Season 1.
Never seen it.
Digimon Try at least for you?
C+.
Okay.
I did not like the way it was distributed. I did not understand why they had to distribute it in a movie.
Oh yeah, that was weird, honestly. Digimon Adventure for me though, fucking one of the classics. I feel like incredible. A+. Here you go. Lightning round. Let's go. Next one. Izakaya Nobu. Did you watch that one?
The fuck's that?
The other restaurant in the world, but it's like at a bar.
Nope.
Okay. Inuyasha.
A.
Yeah, you know what? A-, so A- there. SAO. Sword Art Online.
The Arc 1?
Let's go season 1 first. Let's do season 1 first here.
B-.
I was gonna actually just say B, but you know what? Yeah, let's go B- there. Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise.
That's not an isekai.
That's an isekai.
B.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I was gonna say about A, so B+. God, there's few that I don't know on this list, honestly. Drifters.
B+.
Actually A-, so B+ there. Nobunaga Concerto. Did you watch that one?
Nope.
How about the Oda no Yabo no whatever it's called, where basically it's the dude sent into the...
So pretty much female Oda Nobunaga.
Yeah, the gender reverse kind of the universe.
No, but I do plan to watch it.
Okay, for me, that was actually pretty good. So A- actually. Death March. Oh yeah, this one. Death March.
D.
I don't know what to think of it. D-. Master of Ragnarok or whatever. Blessing of Iron Wind or whatever. Yeah. F+. Or no, F. No, you know what? No, F. I can't give it any higher than that. Do you love your mom's 2-hit attack?
I am never touching that show with a 10-foot pole.
Okay.
I do not care if Pochi Sensei was the designer behind it.
Okay. Well, I forgot to say Nobunaga Concerto was like a C+ for me. I didn't watch that either, actually, so I don't know why I brought that up. Let's go. The Devil is a Part-Timer.
A.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I was gonna say like actually A-, A or yeah. So yeah, A- there for that one. Mm-hmm. Oh God, jeez, I can't. I think that might be all the ones that I know of right now at the top of my head. What about you? Got any more? Oh, Grace. Did you even watch Brother Grace of the Gods?
What the fuck is By the Grace of the Gods?
Grace of the Gods, that one with the kid and the slime stuff. No?
Nope.
Okay. We didn't watch that one? Okay. It's comfy, so I'm just going to give it like a C+, kind of.
Was that it?
Ride On King. Have you...
Nope.
Okay. I think that was actually a manga, not an anime, but... Alright, yeah. That's lightning round for you.
Alrighty, well, hopefully this all comes out well. It's gonna be in 2 parts.
No.
What we are gonna do is we're gonna continue a tradition. So every month, so pretty much the next month in March, we'll be doing another rankings list, but we'll switch. So we'll do anime 1 month, we'll do some video game the next month.
Or just say whatever we decide to rank the next month. Yeah.
No, we're doing it monthly, motherfucker.
No, I'm just saying whatever we decide to rank the next month. We don't have to do video games, then anime, then video games again. Just literally whatever we decide to rank.
But no, we're doing Mario next month, though.
Yeah, due to March 10th, Mario Day.
Yeah, so next, ironically enough, we could save the rankings till March 10th on Wednesday.
And Princess Peach is the biggest donger of them all. I'm sorry.
This has been Guru.
It's inappropriate.
This has been Guru. He's been Chewy. We will see you next time with ARPG episode 12.
I have to go to jail now. I'm sorry. Yes, sir, sometime. Bye.
Well, that took far longer